and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you coming over for a visit. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today I want to talk about my plans for 2022 as far as my plant collection, not just my orchids, but primarily my orchids. I may add a few house plants here and there because, as I stated in my 2021 review, I really like the look of houseplants and orchids together, and I used to separate them, but I like them together. And today I'm going to talk about kind of what I want to do for 2022. But first, I was not sure if this was a flower spike or not, but it looks like we are going to have 2 flower spikes on the Amaryllis here. So it'll be interesting to see if it's going to be the red one that was on the package or if it's just going to bloom out to be a different color. That will be very interesting to see. So I just wanted to update on that. I know most of you don't care, but I'm excited about it. First thing I'm going to plan to do is I want to replace the shelving. So this shelving I want to put in the room that I use for the cool down, but it has nice bright light. Probably won't need additional lighting, maybe a little bit, but primarily, I grow in my living room. I like this. This is nice, but I want it to look more like a piece of furniture. Right now, I mean, I don't have a lot of furniture in here because I've dedicated, to this. But I do want to start aesthetically making it look better. So I do want to replace the shelving. Of course, the shelving is going to have to make sure that it has adjustable shelves, so I can do that. Be able to put my lighting under there. And I would prefer to find the ones with the open slat just to help with that additional airflow. But most of the ones I've looked at have a solid base. Ideally, I'd like to have the glass base just so that the light can filter through from top to bottom. Also, I'm going to increase my Amaryllis collection, which are known as the summer novelty phals. Because as I've stated before and probably say every video, these big juicy leaves, they're just gorgeous. I love the way that they start hanging over, like this one back here, my inscriptiosis. I love the way that the leaves just start hanging over. So I want to increase that. So of course that means a shelf for them because their leaves are going to get big. They're going to need the space. So I'll probably have to get a separate shelving just for them, or I may just use the 2 small that I've already got. Haven't decided yet. Also, I have thought about it, and I think I'm going to get some more of these planters here that hang on the wall. Let's see if I can find the larger size, because this way I can put a lot more of my larger phals on the wall. Again, I kind of like that look of when the leaves are growing, they'll grow over that pot. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on tweaking my fertilization this year. I have been talking with Paula at Hillbilly Orchids about calcium nitrate, CalMag, general fertilizer, this, that, and the other. And of course, as we all know, she uses the Jack's fertilizer as well as Rick L. And I have been watching a lot of his videos where he talks about nutrients, mixing nutrients, and how he does his nutrients. And I'm kind of getting all the information. I haven't decided if I'm going to switch over to Jack's or not. I will look into that right now. I will continue using my MSU fertilizer, but I am going to start adding a calcium supplement to each feeding. So when I do the MSU fertilizer, I'm going to lower the total dissolved salts of the MSU and add in some CalMag to increase the calcium and the magnesium. And then on the times when they're normally would just get CalMag, I'll continue doing that. Again, at a lower parts per million, ppm. And then I'm going to only do that with a couple of my plants, maybe the ones who are struggling a little bit, to see if I can watch the improvement and see the difference after a couple of months. And then if I see that that does work, I will, of course, add it to the entire collection. And that's just something to think about. Anytime you want to try something new on your orchids, don't do it on your entire collection, because if it doesn't work or if it's bad for it, it's going to take it down everyone. Whereas if you just try it on 1 or 2, a good sampling to see if that new thing that you're trying, whether it's a media, a fertilizer, a different watering routine, whatever it is. Try it on a few orchids first before you just try it on all of them. And the other thing I'm going to do, so I did put my Vanda, let's see if we can find her, there she is. I did put my Vanda Pearl Cooper outside last year along with my Cymbidium, and they did rather well, especially the Cymbidium, so the Cymbidium will definitely go back outside this year. And then I'm also going to put Pearl Cooper back out, but I was also considering putting out some of my bigger phals that are doing well, that I've had for a while, like the Golden Super here. I'm thinking of putting the Potnera Dick Smith, even though she's rather new to my collection. I just got her last year in September, October time frame. And then the Potnera Dick Smith Paradise crossed with the Horse Maxima, which here's the Horse Maxima. So I'm thinking of putting about 4 of them outside, maybe even the Jane Austen, as well as this big white Cattleya that's in the charcoal, and putting them out in the front and see if maybe they do a little bit better. Also thinking of putting the Tolumnias that are on mounts outside, because from what I've researched, they do really well and benefit from being grown outside during the warmer parts of the year, as well as my Rhodromnia here. I'm thinking of adding that outside as well. Leave in the comments down below what your thoughts are. I do live in Colorado. Temperatures can get up into the 90s during the summer, but there's always a nice little breeze in the, because I plan on putting them on the porch right there. So it does get a breeze through there pretty much all year. And oh, also, I am planning on putting my Nodosa. No, that's my, oh my goodness. Cucullata, my Cucullata, not Nodosa, that's the Cucullata. I do plan on putting the Cucullata outside as well. Again, research, they benefit from that outdoor growing during the growing season. Let me know what you think down below. If the orchids I'm planning on putting outside you think will work well in my, it's a temperate climate, so we don't get a lot of rain during the summer. We get spots of rain. The average temperature is about 80, 85. Like I said, it can get up higher, but that porch does not get direct sun except for early in the morning and then later in the evening during the spring and then the summertime. And I don't think that I have any other plans. Like I said, I'm kind of minimizing my plans as far as, I don't want to put too much on myself and then get overwhelmed. Let me know what your plans for 2022 are for your collection. And I hope everyone... After reviewing the video, I realized that I left out the most important thing I'm going to be doing in 2022, and that's called researching the plant before I buy it. I learned my lesson. I've lost quite a few plants in 2021 from not doing research, just going with pretty blooms must have, as Roger says. And I've lost quite a few, and hopefully I won't lose my Hilo firecracker here from Nicole Deanna, because again, as I said in the one video on the Oncidiums, that I probably should have waited to repot her. Even though she had some roots coming in, I don't think I repotted her at the right time. So research will be at the top of the list this year to be more successful with my orchid collection. All right, well guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, leave your comments down below as far as the orchids I want to leave outside this year, and leave your thoughts on what you're going to be doing this year. And we'll just end it right here on this beautiful, beautiful Yellow King. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Bye.